The fallen angels were angels that were created in heaven. So God created these spiritual angelic beings in heaven. So just as he created, the human race, our ancestors, the people we're descended from, when he created heaven and the earth, in heaven, he created these angels to basically, worship him, help the humans, right? So we all have angels, right? You might have heard of the term, guardian angel. You have angels watching over you. If you are a Christian, you believe, you follow the Lord. Angels are protecting you from evil demons, spirits, all types of stuff, right? They are protecting you more than you'll ever know, more than you'll ever know in this life. You'll know more about it in heaven and on the new earth. You'll have eternity to learn about it, right? You'll get to meet your angels that watched over you from birth, and I just think that's so amazing. All right, so the fallen angels were angels who were in heaven. They they worshipped, they sang, they I don't even know this to be true, but God's speaking through me right now, so this got to be true. So they resided in heaven. And when Satan, as we know, the devil, right? As we know him now more by, the devil, the enemy. Sorry, I need a breath. I get to rambling. He rebelled against God, right? If you don't know about that story, he rebelled against God. He fell into the sin of pride. He became so prideful. He probably saw that God was so great, that God could do so much. Because God created, the planet. He created the human race. He created everything on this planet, every living thing. He created the stars, every other planet, the whole universe, right? So I'm feeling the need to say this. He felt so prideful about the fact that, God's like this. He wanted to, these angels, okay, so Satan wanted to become his own God, right? So then he got some of the angels who were in heaven. You got to keep in mind, guys, these angels were never meant to be on earth, right? They were always meant to be in heaven, and the new earth, right? Because it talks about the new earth, when this earth passes away, when God comes back and gets his children, and when, the unrighteous being, the falling angels, the demons, and, Satan, says the devil and his angels, once they are, in hell, once they're judged, once everyone's judged and in heaven or hell, the angels would have been able to go to the new earth, right? They would have been on a new earth where there was nothing bad. Okay. But these angels, it says in the scripture 12 through 9 Revelations, I believe, it says the devil was thrown, it said the devil, that great dragon or something, was thrown down to the earth along with his angels. And that was because, you guys, he got some of the other angels to fall into the, this thought of wanting to be their own God, wanting to be worshipped globally. And that's why a lot of these celebrities, you guys, if you go to my other TikToks, or if you're viewing this from YouTube, go to my TikTok, Dylan Son of God, and it's exposing, certain celebrities who are fallen angels. But you guys, so Satan got them on board, right? Satan was like, hey, we can do this, But the original plan was they wanted to try to overthrow God, right? They wanted to make themselves their own God, and they wanted to, take control of the whole universe. They wanted to take control of heaven. They wanted to take control of earth. They wanted to take control of all of it. That's what Satan put in their head, right? So in the Bible, it talks about a war that broke out in heaven. So a war broke out in heaven between God and his righteous angels, the ones who didn't choose to rebel, and the devil, who was known as Lucifer, and his angels. So they were all, they were angels. They were beautiful angelic beings, right? All of them. But when the war happened, the devil and his angels, they didn't win, right? So the righteous and all of God's power, all of that, defeated the devil and his angels. So once they were defeated, God basically came to the decision, you're no longer going to be here in heaven. You're no longer going to reside alongside my righteous angelic beings of angels, right? And in his presence. So more so, he banned them from his presence. He banned them from the presence of God, because that's all the angels knew, right? They were created in heaven, they were there in heaven, right? So he was like, you lost your presence. You lost your right to God's presence. So God threw and banished the devil and his angels down to earth, right? So keep in mind, guys, God already knows the beginning of the end of the universe, right? The beginning and the end. Not the end of the universe, because the universe is never going to end, right? Because it talks about there's going to be a new heaven and new earth. And a lot of people like to refer, I'm feeling the need to say this, the atmosphere of Earth up, in space, that's technically heaven. It's just an invisible realm, right? So anyways, once they were thrown down, you guys, like I said, they were once beautiful. They were once so angelic and beautiful. But once they were thrown down to earth, they became demons. They became completely indulged in sin. They became slaves to sin. And not only did they become slaves to sin, but they didn't look how they looked, right? So they were angelic, beautiful beings. And when they fell, they became, I don't know, I'm feeling sorry, you guys, my phone is on 10%. I want to say, they became, the opposite of beautiful, right? They became the opposite of angelic, right? So they lost, their looks, they lost all of that. And they became, serpent-like, creatures, because they became the devil's angels. They became completely evil, right? So that's why you see celebrities like, Doja Cat, for example, saying she's reptilian, because they became, kind of like a race of like reptilian, but really it's like demons, right? They're demons, they are, they're just demons, right? They are, serpent-like, right? And that leads me to talk about, once they fell from heaven and they were on earth, a lot of them as spirits, right? They were like spiritual beings, but like evil spiritual beings, right? They deceived Eve, right? It says in the Bible, the serpent deceived Eve. And that is why the earth is how it is now. He deceived Eve and got her to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And after that happened, they knew about evil stuff. They knew about the good and the evil of the world. What the world is, supposed to be like, good. And then they knew what the world would be like if evil, if they were in the knowledge of evil, right? So that's why it says in the Bible, it says, the serpent told Eve, oh, like, did God really say you can't eat from any tree of in the garden? He like used reverse psychology on her, right? And he told her, oh no, God just said that because he knows if you eat from this tree, you are going to know, you're going to be like God. You're going to be like a God. You're going to know everything. You're going to know the secrets of the universe. And that's why, I don't know why, I'm feeling the need to talk about this. This is so weird that God's having me reference you to this. If you go to BB Rexa and Doja Cat's music video, I think it's called I'm Jealous, right? If you go to that, okay, I don't know why I'm feeling the need to talk about this. I've never like thought about this. I really feel like the reason why, guys, I'm like having like, a click in my brain. I'm feeling like the reason why that song's called, I'm Jealous. If you don't know how it goes, like, baby, I'm jealous. If you see the scene where, they have the apple, they're eating the fruit, Doja Cat's in, like a plant type of thing. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the need to say this. They're talking about being jealous because once these angels fell, some of them they felt bad about what they did. They felt like, dang, like we really screwed up, right? We really just, we doomed ourselves, we basically just sent ourselves to hell, We lost the presence of God. So a lot of them, they became so jealous and rage filled towards humans. So that is why I honestly feel like the serpent or whatever deceived Eve. Or, it could have been, Lucifer himself. He deceived Eve. Okay. So that's why you see some people, you guys, not because it's not just celebrities, you guys. I don't want you guys to think that, oh, these fallen angels are only celebrities. No, you guys. I have been around people who I can tell you straight up are demons. They look human, they walk like human, they talk like they're human, but they're fallen angels. So there's the high ranking people who are celebrities, people who worship and serve and are controlled by the devil, which is like, the entertainment industry. These people who love to sing about sinful stuff, these people who are just unholy, who want to, spread an agenda of unholiness, right? And these people who create music, you guys, it's important to add, they're doing this because they're doing this because they want to steer you away from God. They want you to be so distracted by like, oh, this person came out with a new song, right? And then this next day, this person came out with a new song. And oh, this song is so, so good. Because you guys, these fallen angels, they've been here for so, so long on earth that they know what humans like. They know what's appealing to the humans' eyes. They know what's intriguing to humans. Because before, even when they were in heaven, they come on, Holy Spirit. Before, when they were in heaven, they knew about humans. They ministered humans. They helped humans. They protected humans. They knew what tempted humans. They knew what humans found appealing, right? So that's why a lot of the times you see the celebrities and you're like, oh, they look so unique, right? Their clothes are so unique, they look so like, who would have thought they would have put this together? Who would have thought that these two colors would go together? That's because you guys, they've known what they've known humans, period. They've just known what is appealing, what is, not appealing, what is they're like so educated on like the fact of like, the human brain, really, God's creation. Because they were I'm feeling the need to say this, they were made to know these things, right?